Alright, so friends, the last time we met, we talked about the clean function, and I showed you how you can use the clean function to clean up your text, especially when you have extra symbols, or when you copy your text from somewhere and then you're pasting it over here in your Excel spreadsheet. Sometimes it might come with some symbols and you don't even know where it's coming from. Alright, so sometimes you just need to use the clean function to clean up that data set before performing any analysis on it. And then I taught you about the trim function also, where you can how you can remove extra spaces on your worksheet. Alright, so for something else I'm going to be showing you right now is what is called a deduplicate. Alright, so what a deduplicate does is that, for example, you might be given a set of data like this from your boss or an executive, and then you've been asked to remove every data that is duplicated. They don't want it to be duplicated. In other words, they just want one record for each person. Alright, so this person's record should not be duplicated. Maybe by mistake, for some reason, some records have been duplicated on the data set. Alright, now I'm using a small data set sample. Alright, but sometimes the data set may span thousands of rows, and so sometimes you don't know what data has been duplicated and what has not been duplicated. Alright, so friends, in that case, it becomes very much tedious to start looking at the data one by one and start removing some data that has been duplicated and trying to delete, and then trying to do whatever you want to do. Alright, so friends, it becomes very much tedious that way. You can't just begin to look at the data and start deleting and then or whatever it is that you want to do. Now friends, if you look over here in our data set, we see that Devin Abbott has been duplicated. Alright, so what we want is that we want Excel to automatically delete one of these rows and maintain just one row or one record for the person called Devin Abbott, and do the same thing for this Brennan Aphrodite, and he should do the same thing for Key. Alright, do the same thing for whoever has been duplicated. Delete one record and then just preserve one record. We don't want anybody to be duplicated twice. Alright, so basically friends, that's what we want Excel to do. Alright, so I'm going to show you a quick way in which we can do this here in Excel. Alright, so the quickest way we can do this is to click on this particular cell over here, then we hold our control key, our shift key, our right arrow key, and our down arrow key. Alright, so friends, now that you've highlighted this entire data set, alright, so the next thing you want to do right now, friends, is to deduplicate. Alright, so I'm going to come over to the data section. I just click on the data tab. Alright, now that I've clicked on this data tab, now if I come over here and hover over it, you will see remove duplicates. Now if you read what Excel is saying there, Excel is saying what it does is that it deletes duplicate rows from a sheet. Alright, so what it does is that it deletes a duplicate row from a sheet. Alright, so we can pick which column should be checked for duplicate information. But friends, basically now that I've highlighted this entire thing, I'm going to click on this. Alright, so now that I've clicked on this and Excel is telling me everything, now I can click on what column. I can choose some columns or whatever, but I'm going to select the entire column. Alright, so you can see Excel is telling you to delete duplicate values. Select one or more columns that contain duplicates. Alright, so basically I'm going to just leave that. I'm going to click on all of the columns, right, because the duplicate spans through all the columns. Alright, so I'm going to click on OK, friends. Alright, so now that I've clicked on OK, friends, Excel is telling me that 7 duplicate values found and removed, 15 unique values remain. Alright, so Excel is going to preserve just the 15 unique values and is going to delete the 7 duplicated values. Alright friends, without wasting much of your time, that's basically how we use the deduplicate function here in Excel. Alright friends, please delve into your worksheet and then practice what you've learned. Thank you so much.